Have you ever scrolled through your feed and noticed that one friend who's been silent for months, maybe even years? They're on the platform. You see them tagged in photos, but they never post anything themselves. We call them lurkers, observers, or social media ghosts. It makes you wonder, right? Are they super busy? Are they secretly judging all of us? Or is there something deeper going on? Today, we're diving into the fascinating psychology of people who don't post on social media. What you'll discover might surprise you, and you might even see a bit of yourself in their habits. First, let's get one thing straight. Not posting doesn't mean they're not engaging. Many of these silent users are active consumers of content. They're reading your updates, watching your stories, and keeping up with what's happening. They just choose to do it from the sidelines. So, what are the real reasons behind this choice? One of the biggest factors is personality. A lot of non-posters are introverts. Social media can feel like a huge, noisy party, and for an introvert, that can be draining. While extroverts get energy from social interaction, introverts recharge in solitude. The pressure to perform, to come up with a witty caption, or to share a perfect photo can feel like a chore rather than a joy. They'd rather have a deep, one-on-one conversation in real life than broadcast their thoughts to hundreds of friends. They value privacy in a smaller, more intimate social circle. It's not that they're antisocial, they're just selectively social. Then there's the issue of comparison and mental health. We all know about the highlight reel effect. Social media is flooded with perfect vacations, dream jobs, and flawless selfies. For many people, constantly seeing these curated versions of reality can be damaging. It can trigger feelings of inadequacy, anxiety, and even depression. Some people consciously decide to step back from this cycle of comparison. They recognize that what they see online isn't the full picture, and they choose to protect their mental well-being by not participating in the game. By not posting, they free themselves from the pressure to measure up and can focus more on their own real-life journey, with all its beautiful imperfections. Another major reason is a strong sense of privacy. In an age where we're encouraged to share everything, some people are pushing back. They are more cautious about their digital footprint and what information they put out into the world. They might be concerned about future employers seeing their posts, data security, or simply don't feel the need to share personal moments with a wide audience. For them, a beautiful sunset or a delicious meal is something to be experienced in the moment, not something to be immediately documented and shared for likes. They cherish the authenticity of a private experience over the validation of a public one. Let's also talk about the content anxiety phenomenon. This is the fear that what you post isn't good enough, interesting enough, or funny enough. You type out a status update, then delete it. You choose a photo, then second-guess yourself. This cycle of overthinking can be exhausting. For some, it's just easier to not post at all than to go through that mental gymnastics. They might feel they have nothing important to say, or they worry about being judged or misunderstood. Instead of forcing it, they simply choose to be observers. Another type of non-poster is the efficient user. These are often busy professionals or people with demanding lives. They use social media for specific purposes: to stay connected with family in another country, to get news updates, or to follow industry leaders. They see it as a tool, not a lifestyle. They log in, get the information they need, and log out. Their time is limited, and they prefer to invest it in other activities, like hobbies, family time, or their career. They simply do and see the return on investment for the time it takes to create and curate content. There's also a group that's simply disenchanted with the whole social media landscape. They might see it as superficial, performative, or even toxic. They're tired of the arguments, the humblebrags, and the endless stream of ads. They have deleted their accounts because they still want to stay in the loop for events or messages. But they've made a conscious decision to disengage from the performance aspect. They are silently protesting the culture of social media by refusing to contribute to the noise. So, what can we learn from these silent observers? They teach us a valuable lesson about intent. They remind us that it's okay to log off, to live in the moment, and to prioritize our mental health and privacy. They show us that our worth isn't measured by likes, comments, or followers. There's a certain power in choosing to be an observer rather than a performer. It's a quiet form of rebellion against the share everything culture. Next time you notice a friend who's gone quiet online, don't assume they're upset or that they've forgotten about you. They might just be living their life more offline than on. Perhaps they're busy being present, protecting their peace, or simply enjoying the show from the best seat in the house. The one in the real world, their silence isn't empty. It's filled with a different kind of life, one that doesn't need a filter or a caption. So, what are your thoughts? Are you a poster, a lurker, or somewhere in between? Let me know in the comments below. I'm genuinely curious to hear your perspective on this. Thanks so much for watching, and if you found this interesting, don't forget to like and subscribe for more deep dives into how we live today. See you in the next video.